Hello, everybody, and welcome to my Silent Hill review. This is going to be about Silent Hill 2. So, let's get started. So, the story in Silent Hill 2 is much more interesting than the story in the first game. In this game, you are going to Silent Hill because you have gotten a letter from your dead wife who says that she's waiting on you in Silent Hill. Of course, you're going there, and yeah, you're just going to find her. It's very similar to the story in the first game, only that this story is so much better. I'm gonna explain why. Yeah, the story in Silent Hill 2 is like it's very similar to the story in Silent Hill 1, only that this game is actually sad. It got one of the most saddest scenes, and in the end of the game, I I didn't cry, but I felt really bad for the main character and his wife. So yeah, that's one of the main things because this game is very sad. Actually, if you haven't played it, you must play it. So let's talk about this game's atmosphere. This game has pretty much the same atmosphere that Silent Hill 1 have. At least that's how I felt. This fog, the fog is really thick, and there are monsters everywhere, and there are very creepy soundtracks starts playing, and this game is really creepy. It's much more scarier than Silent Hill 1. um, this is a game that you have to play. It's really good. Trust me, it's really good. One thing that are good in this game is that you can actually explore the town, so you can search on many places that you're not supposed to go to, but you can still go there, and as you can go there and you can search the town. So you have to play this game. Trust me, you have to play it. Now, about the characters. Uh, the good, the special thing in this game is that every character that you meet have done something bad or has a very, you know, has a very sad story. Every character in this game has a bad story, and also James has, which is the guy you play as in this game. Uh, there's not so much to talk about the characters in this game. There's not so many. I think there's only 4 or 5. My favorite character is a guy called Eddie. I'm not gonna talk so much about him. Only that he's a young man. I think he's like 20 years old or something, 23, something like that. He likes to kill dogs. I can say that he likes to kill dogs. Watch my walkthroughs on Sound 2 if you want, of course. But this game is really good. Buy it. If if you want to play Silent Hill 2 and 3 again, there has been there's been an HD collection released, so you can buy that and play Silent Hill 2 and 3 again. It's on full HD, of course. So let's talk about the combat. The combat is almost it's the same as the combat in the first game, only that in this game the controls are a little easier to play. They're a little easier to uh, it's a lot easier to move in this game than it was in the first game. Uh, then the combat is just the same, almost. It's just easier to move, just a little easier. Okay, so now we are at the last thing that we're gonna talk about, and it's of course the monster. The monsters in this game are all representing of something that games have done, or for example, there's a creature that looks like, um, we can take Pyramid Head, for example. That is the baddest characters in this game. He's one of the most. He has become a fan creature for the series. Every Silent Hill fan nowadays expect him to be in a Silent Hill game. But to be honest, Pyramid Head only belongs into Silent Hill 2, and there's a big reason for that. I'm not gonna talk about that now because it's gonna take a lot of this video. But every monsters in this game has a reason, why they look the way they look, why they move how they move, why they sound like they do. Uh, but the the monster design in this game is much it's much better than the monster design in the first game. Yeah, so I just love the monsters in this game. They're not the best monsters if you're going to talk about the other games. I mean, I think that Homecoming has the best monster design, uh, but Silent Hill 2 has a very good one. Pyramid Head, he's just so cool. Um, he's my favorite monster. I actually, I actually prefer the Pyramid Head in Silent Homecoming because he looks so much more badass in that game. Yeah. So yeah, I just want to thank you all for watching, guys, and please subscribe.